Welcome back, everybody. Kathy Arbor here, and today is Watercolor Tuesday, and we're going to be playing in my journal today and doing a little bit of spring, a little bit of Easter. Hey, Dot, Jasper, good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So last Thursday, I kind of gave you a little peek into my, I guess you could call it my creative illustrated day journal. I guess I'm having trouble saying what it is. It's not really. I guess you could say it's kind of a diary, but I'm not doing it every single day, and I'm trying to illustrate my day and write about it and collage. So it's kind of a creative diary, I guess you could say. So I did this last Thursday, and we used watercolors and collage and washi tape, a little bit of cut paper here, stickers, and then I did this one after. I don't think I showed this one. And then I did this on the weekend. And this is from January. That's how far behind I am, but I'm not worried about it because I'm just going to do it when I have time. And that's the nice thing about your private diaries. So that was, this was a little house that represented me in January of where we had lockdown. So that's why the big X on the door. So I like just throwing in all kinds of everything, really. Photographs, writing, scrapbook paper, jelly prints, leftover stickers, whatever you can find in your stash that you haven't used a lot of. I've just started making these too. They're stickers. And this was for this month's Blooming Artist. I put one each of these in their little happy mail that I send out to them every month. So wet could represent, the weather, and then cold, well, it could represent how you're feeling or how cold it is outside. So I've got a few of these, and I'll be using them in my journals too. Hey, Janet, good to see you. Hey, Dar. I stayed up all night working on spring gathering. Hope to finish. Oh, awesome. Can't wait to see it. So today, I thought I would do a little bit of Easter and a little bit of spring together. So I'm going to make a floral botanical egg, I guess you could say. So I want to fill this page here. So I'm going to get a piece of watercolor paper and glue it on here when we're done. This was the last one we did, I believe, for April. Just let me get watercolor paper. I should have some right here. Let me find my watercolor paper and then I'll, I don't know why I keep losing everything. That's what you get for cleaning your area. You lose all the stuff. I had it in a order that I knew where things were, and now that I clean things up, I can't find anything. Oh, I'll get another one out, I guess. Oh, that's crazy. Where did I put it? Just hold on, guys. I've lost my watercolor paper. That's ridiculous. I don't know where it would have gone. In here. Up there. Oh my goodness. How can you lose a bunch of watercolor? I don't know where I put it. I'll have to start another one. Jeez. All right. So I'm gonna tape this, I think. Or maybe not. I could tape it on there, just so that it doesn't move on me. Get it as even as I can. So I haven't drawn this out yet. It's going to be kind of intuitive. So after I have painted it and I'm done, I will draw it up for you so you don't have to draw it. And I'll put it in the community YouTube page on my channel. So, how's everybody doing? It's a beautiful spring day out here, and I'm behaving because I really did a number on my lower back on the weekend. So I'm practically chaining myself to the house so I don't go out and garden again, because I don't want to wreck my back completely, so I can't do any gardening, but it's hard. So what I want to do is I want to make an egg shape first, just lightly. Make an egg. A little wonky there. Just so that you have something to guide you. Maybe I like it a little bit wider. to guide you for where you put your petals and leaves and stuff that we're going to be putting on here. You can go outside a little bit. It's not going to hurt. Miserable, drizzly day here. Gardener came and got wet. Oh, at least it was him and not you, Dot. I'm icing my... You're icing your back too, Dar? Uh-oh. Hey, Lena. Everyone, Lena's got a new day to stream. She is now streaming on Fridays. And you'll be able to get her link. Lena, put your link in. And she's taking Colleen's spot because she switched to today. So Thursday, that was it. And Colleen and Kathy stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you like a lot of different things, great product reviews and new things coming out, that type of stuff, great community. You can check their channels out too. Oh, thanks for the show. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're worth watching, Lena. You're a fantastic artist. What else you guys been doing? Just let me check back here a little bit. I stayed up. Oh, okay, I've already seen that. All right. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you. So I thought, well, what do I associate spring, Easter with? Now, I don't want to get too involved. I want this to be very light and airy type of thing. Not too difficult. I don't want it a real detailed botanical drawing type. I want this to be fairly loose looking. And so this will be an easy one for everyone to do. And I think I'm going to stick to probably greens and into your bluey greens, that type of thing. Maybe a little bit of yellow green in there, chartreuse, and then just a few flowers. There's not much blooming here. There's a few Dutch iris, and some of the primulas are starting to bloom. But that's about it for my area. I'm 5B in Ontario, Canada. And Lisa, you got a channel too. Go for the art, stay for the last. That's right. So what I'm going to do is I got my shape, and I'm just going to erase some of these extra lines that I have here. And I love when the fiddleheads and the ferns start to come up. It's so beautiful. So we could put some fern in here. Maybe there's a few pussy willows, that type of thing. So I'm going to have a nice fern put in here. Now what I want to do is I want to keep in the boundaries of this shape of the egg. So a fern, probably the leaves wouldn't be very big, but they kind of come up in the fiddlehead shape. So I'm going to do some of those, and I'm just going to draw the line. Most of this is going to be watercolor that I'm going to make the leaves out of. So I don't want a hard line going in it. So then we have, we could probably have another one here, maybe a leaf of some sort, maybe pussy willows. And then I'm going to put another one up there. Maybe bigger leaves, say pussy willow leaves. They're a little bit longer. Or you could just make up some leaves. You don't have to have them botanically correct. This is just something fun to do. maybe, and you can always erase lines if you want to keep things a little bit easier to recognize when you're painting. And overlap stuff. I really like the look of different things overlapped. That maybe. Let's see. And then we'll put some flowers in here and there. Okay. So anything that overlaps, so like this here, I think I want this leaf to overlap the other one. Same with this here. So I'm just going to erase those lines so I know that's part of the leaf and not the stem. Could be some grass since we rake the lawn and oh yes, definitely grasses and weeds. I don't know about you, but I have a ton of weeds to weed out. Okay, so there's my base. Just simple. And I want to take, I'm going to use a number, this is a number 8 silver black velvet. I like the points on these brushes. They're quite, now I've had this one for a while, but it's still got a really nice point on it. And I want to use soft greens, kind of olivey greens, and then going into more of a bluish green, very light or dark. You can vary the degree of pigment that you put in versus water. Another really nice one is Perline Green by Daniel Smith. It's kind of a little bit on your bluey side. It's quite pretty. I like using Daniel Smith Green Apatite. Genuine is a really nice green. So let's put some of that out. And I did spray these paints before. So I'll put it over here. You mowed your lawn already? Wow. We're supposed to get horrible weather this weekend. It's only supposed to go up to 3. I'm very depressed about it. I hate that. It's the only thing about April. You just never know what you're going to get. But some of the areas are going to get snow. Manitoba and North Ontario is getting 50 centimeters of snow. They're having a blizzard starting tonight. Like, I would be crying, literally, if I had to go through that. Oh, I feel so sorry for anyone that has to. Now, the nice thing about brushes is you can use the shape of your brush for leaves. So let's put some of these. I'm going to use a little bit of this bright green because a lot of fern, that type of thing, are really bright green usually. So let's put, now I can, because it's a light color, I can go probably back over this. So all I do is I point and press down and then lift, and it gives me that shape of the leaf. Now you can make them longer or shorter. They'd be short right now because of it's spring and they don't start getting very big until they're completely unfurled, and then they start lengthening their leaves. But they're so pretty in the spring. And as you go up, they might get a little bit closer together and a little smaller as you head up the stem. And they get quite close to each other as they go around. So you can just kind of put a bunch of color near the stem. It's not going to really matter seeing a definite shape when you get to this point, because they're usually so close together, they're kind of overlapping and that type of thing. But try and stay within the egg shape. I'm going to put another one down here. This one I think I will try and stay into the area. Maybe this one's unfurled a little bit more. Might see a little bit there. Now you can go back over them if you want to and add a little bit of, put the stem in with another color, so it's a little bit darker green. And if it seeps into the leaves, that's fine. Sometimes it looks cool. I'm going to make this a little bit. And let's try this bluey green. These will be maybe a little bit different. So we'll put, you could add salt to these. You could do all kinds of stuff. Let's see. This is kind of a bluish green color. Add a little bit of water to that. Maybe have some of the stems. As it's wet, just add some other green colors to it, just to make it a little bit different. Dab it. Just gives them a little bit of a variety of color. This one a little bit darker because I went over the other green. Same with this one, a little darker. And then let's add different color green in it. A little more blue maybe. A bit darker on the bottom part. Just add all kinds of colors to it. You could even get into browns if you want, or maybe a little yellow. Let's put a little bit of yellows. Maybe on the tip. You can put water first if you want. So let's put a water one. And then just dab colors in it. So let it just flow the way it wants. That's always fun to do. A little bit of bright green, leaf green. think they call it. This one can be bright. Some more of this. Darken it a little bit. And then you just let it dry. Then we can take nice dark green. Let's do some more of that dark color with a little bit of permanent green. And we'll just add a stem. Make them as big as you want or as small. All the green is just beautiful, better than all that brown. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's dry that, and then we'll add a few other marks on it. Oh wow, really, Dan? No, grass isn't growing here yet. It'll probably grow this week though, because today it's 15. Tomorrow's it's supposed to be 20. And then it goes down. You can see stuff come up in the garden. It's starting to grow. I gotta move a bunch of stuff before it gets too big. Now you could do all kinds of stuff with this. You could use, if you have watercolor brush pens, they would be great for this. You might take some of those out. Or if you want to use colored pencil, you could do that. Okay, let's put a few more leaves down here. Yeah, this is a branch here. A little bit more of that real dark. Let's do a water one. So let's put a leaf right in here. They don't have to be all the same size either. They can be bigger. And then just drop in. Your color. And then take another color, a little bit more in. A bit more of this greenish shade down here. And then we can put a few flowers in. We can do the same thing, something very simple. So primulas are out here, so we could go a very soft pink. Some of them are purple. Since it's Easter though, maybe we'll go purple. Bright violet would be a good one. They are beautiful bright colors. I love them. Actually, a lot of mine have those awesome bright center. So let's get some of this Henza yellow, medium. And I'm just going to put a dot here and there. And that's going to be the center of my flower. See, one there, one there. Maybe one here. I know it's outside, but it's okay. And then I'm just going to take some water and go around that area. And then I'm going to take some of this and just drop it in and let it do its thing, mostly on the edge, the outer edge. And then I'll let it bleed in towards the yellow. They're quite pretty. You can get them in all colors. Let's try it. Usually have a little bit of a wave edge to it. Not much though. This one might be hiding behind some of these leaves. We'll just do that. And maybe a few little what do you call it? Buds. We'll put a bud up here, I guess. Right there. Okay. I'm just going to take some water and I'm just going to go around the edge and let it seep a little bit. I think this one needs to be a little darker. We'll just go around the edge a little bit more. Okay, and then the little bottoms of the flower might have a little little thing. I'm going to put a little stem here. You can put more stems in there too if you want. I'm just going to put a center vein in some of these. A bit tight in there. I'm going to take some of that off. There. And what else? I think I'm going to take some raw umber, or raw sienna, sorry. So just make it up. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going to put maybe a pussy willow branch in here. So maybe it goes around like this. Around the edge. And then I'm going to take burnt umber. And a fairly dark blue, so ultramarine and let's make a nice gray. And that'll be our pussy willows. So we'll just add a few pussy willows. Maybe these are the French pussy willows. They're usually black, almost, the color of them. And use the shape of your brush. To make your pussy willows. So here. I have one there. Oop. It looks like an animal. Yeah, it could be. All right. And for the real fine details, you can get either a finer brush, or let's get some of these out. So this is the brush, Zig Clean Color Real Brush. I've had these years and they're still good as new. So let's put they've got such a fine tip on them. They're really great for real detail. They're not good for trying to make using it in wet though. So just put a little bit of extra something. Now on the backs of pussy willows, there's this little, looks like a shell of some sort. And they're usually, I guess this could work. Let's see what other colors I got. It's usually a brown color. It might be too red. See what colors I got here. That one might work. And it's usually right on the back of their underneath where they come out of the stem. So you can put some of that in. You don't have to. I like doing this type of stuff. It's just my thing. I like detail, even though I just told you this wasn't going to be detailed. And here I am doing the detail again. Hey, Joan, Tina. Just put a little bit of shadow on there. Well, that was one honkin' big. I wonder what was was that the brush that went down maybe? I don't know what I did there. So how could we fix that? Well, let's finish this anyways. So this is green. Let's put a little bit more of this in. So this is very fine brush tip, and it works great for doing real fine lines. You don't have to worry about the water ratio, paint to water. And we could put some of these in. I'm just going to put a few lines just on the base of these. So I don't think it really needs a whole lot of detail. Like that. put a few in here. Show where those are. Okay. A little bit there. And then I can take, do I have that out? That a white pen, or I think I have my ink out here. Oops. Spilled something. Where did I put it? There it is. Just looking for my nib there. And then some ink, some white ink. And I'm just going to put it on a little container because this stuff is fairly thick. Oh, that's not ink. It's salt. I'm not sure where I put my white ink now. Well, I'll use the Bombay ink. I thought I had it with me, but I guess I didn't. So I'm not really planning on going over top of it, so I'm just going to put a little bit out on my palette there. Let's see how it dips. Might need to thin it. Not running. There we go. All right. So we can do some of the pussy willows. Oh, I had it going a minute ago. And just put some white flecks on the tip. I'm not going to show along the outer edge because it's white already. But this will give a little bit of detail. Even just dots would do too. Doesn't have to be little flecks. Just to show that they're fuzzy. I gotta think what I'm gonna do with this big fat one. I think that was a boo-boo. Could make it into a leaf, I guess. Just a few in the center of the white. That. Wipe my pen off. Hey, Tina. That's it so far. So let's change that. I'm going to make it a little darker. Just to add, so it doesn't look like it's a boo-boo. So I'll have to change some of these a little bit. Make them a little darker so they match that one. So let's see if I can add a little bit of green to it. There we go. To give it a little bit of difference. Or maybe, this is what I like to do, experiment. There. Now let's put green on there, just to see. That's better. There. Fixed. Now I could probably put one over here because it looks lopsided now. This is how I roll. So let's put, there's a stem there, so let's put another one right in here. So it looks like it was meant to be. Darker on the bottom. There. That's better. So I fixed it. Get it a little bit more even. I guess it could be uneven too, because not all leaves are smooth. Some have serrated edges on them. There. Okay, so let's try that. Hey, Scott, Joan. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of pin work, not much though. I want a fairly small nib. Let's see what I got here. It's a 3. 2, 3, 5. I got a 2 here. I'm just going to put a little fuzzies on the outside edges of these. Maybe a few on the inside, but mostly on the outer edge. Just to show that they are pussy willows. So you wouldn't have a whole lot of the fuzz showing on the inside, just maybe a couple specks, but not close together. Concentrate them more on the outer edge. And that will give you the look of the contour. Kind of have them going in the right direction too. So you wouldn't have them going up, down, and or all around. They'd be all going on an angle, basically. So just have fun, relax. This is fun to do when you're watching TV too, or listening to something, another stream, or after you're done all your painting, you can go and do all the line work afterwards. It's kind of fun. Or a lot of people take this outside and do line work drawings of their garden, or if you want to do buildings, you could do that, and then later on you can color them in with some washes. So that you can pretty well take any kind of flower and do this, or make up some flowers. Doesn't have to be real. You could use a lot of toll painting flowers. They would look gorgeous in this. I think I might have a book down here. I'll have to look and see the toll painting patterns. I'll show it to you. I think I got them all. Here. See? And that's pretty well all you need to do. I wouldn't go too detailed in anything else. I like it just the way it is, but that's totally up to you. Make it your own thing. And then when you're done, let's give it a little shot so I don't smudge the ink. Then you just take your kneaded eraser or whatever you have and just erase some of those lines you may have left. I can get some of that off. Oops. There you have it. So you could either keep it like this, or you could right under here in a nice swoop. You could do Happy Easter or Happy Spring or whatever you want to write on it. I think I might put a little bit of this Indian yellow though in the center. Some dots just to bring out that center a little bit. Needs a little bit of emphasis. There. So there you go. So this is something very quick and easy, and you can make them however you want. You could use more line work on it. You do you. Thanks, Lena. They're fun to do. So, and like I said, you don't need to do exact botanical replications of flowers. I'll see if I can get that book. Here's one. So this type of stroke work. This is an old book. This is the old way of doing. It's a special way of, it's more Scandinavian, I think. And this teaches in the swirls, and you know, this would look awesome in one of these. Let's see if they've got any. This one shows you all the, yeah, see, they're made up flowers. So really, like, there's a nice little rose. All kinds of patterns here. Kaleidoscope. Hearts were big. So you could do that type of work. You want a mistake in the traceable? Okay. So yeah, I'll put that in. I'll draw it up for you. And then do you want the photo of it finished too, or do you want to just do it on your own? And for those that are watching, I think I'll put this out for everybody, public. So I will list it down below in the description below where you can get it. And that'll be my little Easter gift to you guys. All right. So let's take that off. Heat the tape up. There we go. Photo 2, okay. I will put it in, scan it, and I'll give you the photo 2, and I'll, you can do whatever you want. So don't worry if you don't have my colors. Any pink will do, any green will do. You just do whatever you have. Don't go out and be buying stuff. I'm all about using what you have. Alrighty. Let's put, let's see. Book. Hopefully it'll fit in here. Yeah, it should be a little short, but that's fine. It should fit. All right. So I will cut it to fit, and that'll be for that page. Thanks, Janet. Thanks, Lena. Everybody. So today is the 4th, 12/22. Oh, I know what I wanted to show. For those that were at Kathy stream today, they were talking about the tab binding, and I said I had one, so I just thought I'd show you this one. I think this, no, that's the other way. So what I did was, it's hard to see. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. You can see the tabs underneath here. But I used it on my folder. And it worked fine. So if I had more than a few pages in my folder, then I would sew them together first and then use a tab. So you can use them on big ones too. And I used 3 and then 2. I gotta make this into a journal cover. All right, well, I'll let you guys go, and I hope your weather stays nice for you over the weekend, the Easter weekend, and hope you can get outside and enjoy the nice weather and have some family time, and maybe even get a little bit of creativity in there too. So have a fantastic Easter, everybody, and we'll see you on Tuesday. No, Thursday. I keep thinking today's Thursday. It's not, it's Tuesday. So we'll see you Thursday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think it'll probably be an acrylic painting. So have a great one, everyone, and we'll see you later.